Hello there, how are you? I am Dr. Dave, the RV Dummy. I've got a fantastic show for you today. Before I start, I'm going to go ahead and read your mind really quickly. I've never done anything like this on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to read your mind. I promise you, I really think I can. I've got five cards in front of you right here. Let's try to get the glare off of them so I think you can see all five of these cards. I want you to pick a card you want, any of the five. Do you have it? Actually, you can't take it from me, so just think of it. Think of one of the cards, write it down. Just one of the cards, write it down. I'm going to put them back together. I promise you, this is all done in real time. I'm not editing anything. I'm going to take one of the cards away. We're going to put it right down here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold the cards up again. And once I do, I think I may have eliminated the card that you picked. Let's see if I've taken that out. Have I done it? Do you see your card there at all? Did I get it right for you? You tell me. Write to me in the comments. Let me know if I took away your card. And okay, so why did I do that trick? Well, here's the reason, because I've been around for quite some time now, and I've got to tell you, although there may not be something called true magic, RVing is one of the closest things that I've ever seen to something that feels like magic. It's just a wonderful thing when you can travel almost anywhere you want with everything you want: a bed, a stove, a television, a kitchen, a bathroom. You can make anything our backyard, our backdrop, for as long as we want. It is one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. Let's get into some really fantastic comments and questions for my channel. First of all, we have Kevin Wang. He says, this is very interesting, by the way. Listen to this. He says, I use my RV for a completely different purpose from anyone here. I'm a working pro musician. I'm often on the road on local tours for up to 5 days in a row. I got my RV because I found driving at midnight to be dangerous, because I was constantly getting sick from motel rooms, because I needed a large vehicle to carry my growing stash of gear, because I needed a place to rest and lie down before gigs, and because I needed a second vehicle as a backup in case my single commuter car broke down. I've owned my vintage RV for nearly a year, and though I've had to invest a little bit of money into repairing it, it has literally been a lifesaver for me. So far, I haven't taken a single vacation in my RV because I'm constantly on the road touring to jobs. Having the RV for me makes a huge positive difference, mainly in my health. I used to be constantly getting sick from constant road travel and never realized how fatiguing my road traveling was until I started getting regular rest in my RV. I think of my RV as an extension of my home, sort of like an added office with wheels on it. Wow, I'll tell you something, Kevin, thank you so much for that. So there are so many other ways we can use RVs other than just traveling to campgrounds, BLM land, things like that. He's using it to get to gigs and to sleep instead of hotels. And so if he's tired at midnight, he doesn't have to drive. He can sleep in his RV. It's wonderful. Next question. Hi, Dr. Dave. I saw on one of your live streams that you have the new AirPod Pros and you love them for RVing. I do. These are like the best things I've ever gotten in my life, practically. That's me talking. Can you share a way with me to get the best airtight seal to maximize the noise cancellation? A lot of times with earbuds, the seal is just not perfect for me. Thanks, Doug Margell, North Carolina. Doug, yeah, I love my AirPod Pros. I've got them right here, as a matter of fact. They're great for not only when I'm driving in the RV and Yoko might want to listen to something else and I'm listening to something, or I'm on a phone call, but at the campground. Wherever we may be, taking a break, I listen to a podcast or some music or whatever it might be. I love these. But yes, you're right. I've actually, sometimes the seal is not perfect, but I found a way to actually get the seal perfect. And I'll show you just real quickly. And it might be a little gross to some of you. Just bear with me. So you take an AirPod out. They've got these little rubber silicone tips. And this will probably work for any type of earbud that has this little silicone tip. What I do, I can just lick it a little bit with my tongue, or if you think that's gross and it's dirty, put a little bit of saliva or water on your finger, lick it like that, and then put it into the ear. And it's when you do that, it just, the layer of a little bit of liquid forms an amazing seal. It's almost like a suction cup, which keeps it in. And even once the water dries, it keeps it. It's kind of like the suction cup on your dashboard when you keep something there. And it, even once the liquid dries, it's a really, really, really tight seal. So yeah, it's a little hack that I figured out. I didn't read that anywhere. I figured that out on my own. So again, it's perfect. Thanks, Doug. Thank you so much for that question. Next, we have Sherry Shaw. Sherry says, "Dear Dr. Dave and Yoko, thank you much for your wonderful and helpful videos. You're lifesavers. I'm writing because I need some advice as to how to rise above the glut of RVs and travel trailers and sell my fifth wheel fast. I currently own a 2017 Keystone Passport 34-footer, which needs some minor repairs and has never seen the road." Never seen the road? That's a shame. Sherry, come on. I'm still making payments, unfortunately, so don't own the title. Yes, big mistake. I really appreciate any advice you can offer. Well, and she signs it a granny in Atlanta. Sherry, or Granny Sherry. Well, the site that I've had the best luck as far as either selling or buying RVs is RV Trader, rvtrader.com. It's a website and it's an app on the iPhone, and I believe on the Android as well. If you're making payments, if you're underwater, if you owe more money than it's worth, somehow you have to sell and pay it off. And that might mean, I hate to say this, if you have no money at all, I hate to say this, you might have to take out a small loan from your credit union or bank to get enough money so the title will clear. When you sell it, you've got to pay off the bank. So, I mean, there's really not another option, but make sure you get a good price for it. Find a good buyer, rvtrader.com. And also, when you buy a new one, make sure you get something that you can totally afford, not making payments, pay cash, even if it's a $10,000 RV to start or a little trailer. Buy something that you can afford. Never make payments again on an RV. Please, Sherry, please listen to me. Jim White says, "Hey, Dr. D, I can understand why some people have a hard time understanding you. Tell me, because I want to know." The language you're speaking, I'm sure, is foreign to a lot of people. That language is no longer taught in school or even at home in some cases. The language I'm speaking of is common sense. It seems like a lot of people just don't have common sense these days. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Thank you very much, Jim. You are right about that. I really appreciate it. Common sense is like the lost art these days. What's going on? What's wrong with our society? Nobody has common sense anymore. I don't get it. I really don't. From Dreaming Right Now, thing is, we're simply addicted to the idea that if we see it and we want it, someone will let us make payments on it. Dreaming, that's so true. It's all good. Credit has clouded our understanding to the point that we've lost the sense of cost. And with that, the ability to make sound decisions. It's proven in the fact that you're saying this and yet pissing people off. I piss people off every day because people get really upset when I say only buy what you can afford. Oh my, that strikes such a nerve. It hits a nerve because people don't want that. They want to buy anything they want, no matter how large the payments are or no matter how extended the payments are into the future. They deserve it, right? Thanks so much, Dreaming Right Now, for that. I appreciate it. Tony Beaker says, "So RVs aren't disappearing?" This is referring to one of my first videos that I ever did to try to get people to come onto the channel. "So RVs aren't disappearing? So your title is clickbait? No, I won't be subscribing." Oh, Tony, you hurt my little feelings. You won't be subscribing to my channel? I'm so sorry. What can I do for you, my friend? What can I do to make it better? Because I'm not going to be able to sleep at night now. Thanks, Tony. Michael Diesel says, 1 minute and 41 seconds, and you still haven't given me number one. This must have been referring to one of my videos that I did, like 10 ways to do something. In capital letters, why do you want to waste almost 2 minutes of my time with blah, blah, blah? Get organized. Goodbye. Michael, you saying goodbye to me is probably one of the best things that's ever happened in my life. Thank you, and good riddance. Okay, from Joe Linott. One of my dad's greatest quotes of all times was something he used to say about boat ownership. If you're losing sleep over the price of gas at the marina, chances are you can't afford the boat. People, go back to that one, write it down, put it on your refrigerator. I love that one. If you're losing sleep over the price of gas at the marina, chances are you can't afford the boat. Make that a metaphor for your entire life. I love it. Thank you so much for that, Joe. Jumbo Palumbo says, If you're in debt for your home, you don't own it. If you're in debt for an RV, you don't own it. Pay cash. I see RVs that cost $200,000 that never leave the storage lot. Jumbo Palumbo, you resonated with me, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You are totally right on the money. Dean Barker, I'm disabled and on a fixed income. I'm tired of renting. I was thinking about purchasing an RV to live out of. Do you people do this? Who are we people? How hard is sewage? What do you do if you don't own a truck with a hitch? Yeah, you can buy an RV to live out of. I'm not saying that I totally recommend it, but you can definitely do it. How hard is sewage? I guess it depends how hydrated you were and what if you're eating a lot of fiber. That's how hard your sewage would be, I guess. If you're not drinking a lot of water and not putting a lot of fruit and veggies into your diet, your sewage would probably be very, very hard. Maybe that's not what he meant. Taylor Rathbone says, I'm buying an RV to live in full time. Do you think it would be bad for me to mention that to the RV salesman when I'm buying an RV? No, I don't think that's a problem with that at all. You're not giving anything away. You're not hurting any negotiating powers if you say that. I think that's totally fine. Taylor, good luck living in your RV full time. Let us know how it goes, by the way. Extraordinary Living says, well, you and Robert did not consider. Now, this has to do with the video that we talked about. What's more economical? Traveling by RV, taking vacations by RV, car, or plane. So Extraordinary says, well, you and Robert did not consider traveling by ship. Huge ships, cruise ships. I'm an avid cruising vacationer. There are even people out there living out their retirement on cruise ships. I know there are, and they're probably having a blast. I was considering this, but I think I am quite a bit short in money for this type of retirement. Frowny face. Extraordinary Living, I hope you can do that one day if that's what you want to do. But there are many ways to live out your retirement, or even if you're younger, to travel and have a heck of a lot of fun. There are a lot of ways. RV, right now, RVing is on the top of my list. I love it. It's on the top of many people's lists. That's why you're watching the RV Dummy channel. I will say that until next time. By the way, if you like this, if you're still with me, give this video a like right down there. I usually ask at the beginning. I try to ask at the beginning, but I totally forgot. So give it a like. I like you. I want you to remain with me. I want you to subscribe as well. We're a big, nice RV community. Thanks so much for being with me. I'm Dr. Dave. I'm the RV Dummy. I will see you next time. Bye.